Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about females on Twitch, right? Now, this seems to always be kind of like a hot topic, right? There's a pretty big gender divide over on Twitch, if we're being honest, right? It seems like a lot of male viewers, a lot of male creators kind of, I would say, scapegoat female creators a little bit for a plethora of different issues over time, right? I mean, we've seen things where like Twitch will give a male streamer a much more severe ban for something that is less harmful and more innocent than, something that a female will do. There's a lot of inconsistencies between the genders over on Twitch. A lot of guys think that women are kind of stealing views from their channels and stuff like that through some tactics like, what we're about to talk about today. And this has actually become a pretty hot topic even recently. You guys may remember back in the day, right, last few years or so over on Twitch, women would sometimes wear a really skimpy shirt or something that kind of exposes the cleavage, things like that. They'll wear like really tight clothes, really form-fitting clothes, right? They'll try to look all sexy and stuff like that. They'll constantly refer to like, sexual innuendos and things like that. And these kinds of e-girls and streamers and whatnot have kind of, I guess, been vilified a little bit over on Twitch because it's speculated by a lot of people that they're quote-unquote stealing viewers from like gaming streamers and things like that, basically by gaining the attention of a bunch of down bad folk over on Twitch. Now, this is not a new debate, I would say, by any stretch of the imagination. This is something that has gone on for years, but this more recently has kind of evolved into a more specific debate. Before we get any further into the video, I just want to say that nearly half of you watching have yet to subscribe. I try to post multiple videos per day to keep you entertained, so consider leaving a like to help support and subscribe with notifications on so you never miss anything. Also, all of my socials are on the screen right now, so consider leaving a follow on these for more awesome content, and also consider grabbing a shirt if you're really awesome. Now to the rest of the video. If you didn't know, there's kind of like this new meta, I would say, between girls and stuff over on Twitch, and it's kind of called like the hot tub meta, you know what I'm saying? The bikini meta, things like that, right? It's essentially these girls, right? They'll go on stream and they narrowly avoid the TOS of Twitch when it comes to like sexual content by setting themselves up, doing whatever, playing games, talking to the chat or whatever, and they'll be in a bikini, obviously a bunch of skin showing, exposing a lot of their body, and they'll basically get to the point where like they're making quote-unquote softcore porn, according to some people, in these hot tubs. I mean, we've seen streams, right, where women will like sit on these massive inflatable like bananas or something, and like if you donate $5 or $10, they lean forward a little bit, right? They give you a little bit of a show. You can kind of see what's going on. Oh, thank you, White Kitten 48 for the $70 donation. I didn't know that my entire rack was showing. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely skirting the lines of TOS. And it's definitely causing a pretty massive debate, right? So the TOS over on Twitch, they've apparently kind of made a stand against sexual content, but as this argument has proven over the years, they really don't enforce it very well. They really don't, I wouldn't say keep up with it, because like it's gotten to a point of lunacy in some cases, right? Like you can't tell me that these girls don't know what they're doing, right? When you've got some woman showing some double Ds in a bikini, right? And every time someone donates $5, she bounces a little bit on an inflatable or something in a hot tub. Like you can't tell me that they don't know what they're doing at that point. Now, it's gotten to the point that people are kind of debating whether or not this is ruining Twitch. And honestly, I think there's a lot of nuance to this situation, and I really want to just kind of break it down here, okay? So, obviously, people mostly go to Twitch for, like, video game content, right? The vast majority of the audience on the website is going there to watch people play, I don't know, Valorant or Rocket League or Warzone or Fortnite, something like that, right? Trying to play a video game. That's kind of what like made the site popular in the first place. It was like a place for gamers, by gamers, or whatever to kind of stream on. But Twitch is open to other types of content, right? Like they've got the art section, they've got podcasting and stuff like that, talking to the chat. They've got different things for different people, right? But obviously the primary focus is for people playing video games or watching other people playing video games. And so when you see situations, right, where like, you got a guy who's streaming Warzone for like 300 people, and then you got some girl who's just kind of showing herself off in a hot tub and she's got 5,000 viewers, that kind of upsets a lot of people because they feel like the website is being taken advantage of. They feel like these people should be basically making content on adult websites if that's what they really want to be doing, while people who want to play video games should be kind of prioritized on Twitch. Now, you gotta kind of understand where these people are coming from, right? Like, people go to Twitch, they're trying to grind out these channels or whatever in gaming content, and then They see these things as kind of like cheating the system, right? Now, apparently, even Twitch has heard so much chattering about this that they themselves are starting to quote-unquote monitor this closely. Now, what this essentially means is Twitch is not going to do anything about it. They came out and made a statement basically saying that they know that a lot of this content might be violating the TOS, because the truth is, a lot of these people are still being extremely sexual in their streams. They're still essentially making sexually suggestive content that is still going to fall against the TOS. I mean, even if they are wearing this kind of clothing in an appropriate setting, which is what the TOS essentially states, some of them definitely are still making sexually suggestive content. They're making content that would probably be against TOS. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. I mean, not all of them are probably doing it, and they're getting away with this by skirting the line pretty heavily, but Twitch would be dumb to not look into this a lot more. I mean, it's gotten to the point, it's not just upsetting average everyday viewers, which even then that would be bad enough because they're the people who really make the site a lot of money, but it's also upsetting streamers, right? It's also upsetting the people making content. Like, people really don't seem to like this, and they're calling it for what they see it, as a cheap method of just getting attention, right? So, the thing is, though, like, for me, it's like, can you really blame these girls to a certain extent? I mean, you gotta think about it this way, right? These girls could play CSGO or whatever and get 30 viewers, and nobody's really gonna give a shit, right? They'll make $200 or whatever in donations and subscriptions and things like that. Or they can skirt the line a little bit, right? They can show themselves off and make $5,000 every stream. They can shoot to the top of the Twitch charts, and they can instantaneously, you know, have a really well-paying job basically overnight. For a lot of them, it's like, are you really, like, gonna blame them? I mean, it's kind of like the same, I would say, mentality that leads people to do a lot of other things like OnlyFans, right? You can go do this shitty thing and, you know, maybe get something out of it, or if you're hot, you can basically just do this and make as much money as you want. Like, it's pretty clear why people are picking this. It's pretty clear why these girls are doing these streams. So I'm not even sure if being mad at them is really the best way to handle this. If anything, it's probably Twitch's fault that this is all really going down, because number one, Twitch is doing nothing really to enforce their TOS. Like I said, a lot of these streams are definitely, even if, like, you know, wearing a bikini in a hot tub is appropriate under their TOS, some of the other things that they're doing with inflatables and fruit and the way that they're positioning themselves definitely would be a little bit more of a gray area, or at least, if not straight out, I would say violating the TOS, right? So Twitch isn't really enforcing their own rules, and at the same time, they consistently have these rules so lax that this becomes a problem. I mean, the platform is about video games, right? Like, that's the vast majority of traffic on the website. I mean, Twitch could have very easily solved a lot of these problems by just actually writing the TOS and making, like, a consistent effort to try and enforce it. I mean, this has already been a point that people have had for years, that the TOS are not evenly enforced, right? That guy streamers will get banned for things that female streamers would not get banned for, and things like that. So, realistically, to me, this is just an extension of an issue that's been going on for years at this point. And Twitch has just really done nothing to address it. And now another one of these, I would say, different examples of this issue have kind of popped up, and now people are getting kind of pissed about it, and Twitch is stuck between a rock and a hard place again because, well, they just don't write their TOS consistently and enforce it that way. So it's getting to this point where, like, people are debating whether or not this kind of content should even be allowed on Twitch, right? Should people be allowed to stream themselves in a bikini in a hot tub? I don't really know, but I think the best thing to really question here is the people watching this shit. Like, I'm a grown-ass man, right, okay? I'm sorry, there's no chance that I'm getting on Twitch to watch a fucking hot tub stream, okay? It's just not going down. I don't understand, like, what your reasoning could possibly be for wanting to watch this shit. First and foremost, you're on a gaming website down bad. Like, just say that much, okay? You're on a website about watching and playing video games, and you're horny, right? Like, that says enough right there, bro, but the fact that these people are, like, also giving hella money to these streamers too, it's like, bro, come on. You know, like, you gotta think about the fact that there's probably some sad fuck out there who's giving one of these bikini-clad girls thousands of dollars, right, through his laptop or through his phone because he thinks she's attractive, when he realistically could just cop the Hub Premium for 1/1000th the price of what he's donating to these fucking girls out of his paychecks. He could see infinitely more content. He could actually see what he wants to see, And it entirely makes more sense. I don't even understand how this could have possibly, like, you can never get me to do something like this. I don't know what it is, bro, but like, I can't get on Twitch and be like, bro, you know what? I'm not watching a Warzone streamer today. I'm watching a hot tub stream. In fact, you can hardly get me on Twitch in the first place. I really don't like the website. And it doesn't help that there's drama like this going on constantly, right? That people are constantly having to argue about shit like this because the website is so poorly managed that the terms of service aren't even clear on what kind of content is and isn't allowed. So in terms of this whole hot tub meta thing, is it ruining Twitch? I think to a certain extent, yeah, it is. Is it really the fault of the girls doing it? I wouldn't say so. I mean, they're seeing an opportunity and they're chasing a bag. I mean, sure, you can criticize them and question their morals and call them sellouts or whatever, but at the end of the day, you know, they're getting a bag and they're exploiting a loophole that they obviously see, right? And I mean, to a certain extent, a lot of them would probably be pretty stupid to not do so, right? But the problem, I think, really lies with just the website in general and the fact that nobody really understands what the fuck is going on. You know, nobody really understands how equally things are being enforced. So I don't know how long this will continue to be an issue. I don't really see Twitch stepping in and doing anything. They're not necessarily known for cracking down on this kind of stuff and, you know, making sexually suggestive content go away. It's been a problem for years. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. Thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. Oh, I forgot I stopped doing that, actually. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus Well in a hot tub and signing out.